How Much Pain a Heart Can Take, Part 3. Narrative poetry written by Diana and Hailey. Hailey, future. The wetness on my cheeks startles me from the ground, but I'm upside down and inside out, my heart ringing in my worried hands. I run back to rooms with white halls and empty portraits upon walls, with gurneys rushing down halls and blankets drawn over somber faces. I ignore the sobs and bloodshot eyes and turn into the room with ivory hair and young skin, small hands and an invisible smile. But then she opens her eyes and it all goes downhill. Diana, past. I don't know how long I just stared at the water, watched the currents flow almost dejectedly, the fish darting around under a clear, transparent film, almost like a shimmering glass. Some waves lapped softly at the land, nudging the bottoms of the cattails swaying in the breeze, pulled this way and that with sudden gusts and turns, like the breeze of my past. But the silent flowing of the water calms my rushing mind, but nothing can ease the darkness that roils inside, the silent hole made up of the shadowed pieces of my heart. But have you heard? The shock after the blow dulls the senses, blocks the pain, and so, together with the emptiness inside me, I wait for the true hurting to start. Hailey, future. My tears join the rushing waters roaring 100 feet beneath my feet, as foreboding clouds come rolling in from what once was nothing. The clouds cry their grief over the lives lost, and dark hues shout their anger of what could have been and what would have been. My sight grows blurred, and I hesitantly step away from the edge. There's a difference between grief and despair, and I'm standing on the ledge between the two. But I'll fight, for the future and for those lives that got blown out too early, to live and be happy. Diana, past. I didn't want that hurting to come, didn't want to feel as if my heart were being ripped apart piece by piece, my entire being sinking down, down. So I jump into the rushing river, letting the cool shock blind my mind, but forget that it curves down into a roaring waterfall at the end. Would it be so bad to drown? I stood emotionless, floating closer and closer to the edge of the torment and hurting, the conclusion of a life of suffering, of hate. But at the last moment, I think of their faces, their disappointment at how I was giving up, and with the last of my energy, I cling onto the bank, fighting the waters, fighting every little piece of my puzzle that did not fit, proving how much pain a true heart can take.